from Lipa City, Batangas. So now I'm driving back home and it's very traffic. No surprise there. Lipa City is very traffic every day, especially in the morning from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and then in the afternoon starting by 2 o'clock, you know. So for today I had a little bit busy day because I left home around I think 10 o'clock in the morning, and I was checking first where can I go to optical shop, or which optical shop I can go where they can adjust the legs of the frames for my eyeglasses. So I tried all the shops at SM Lipa and Robinson's Lipa. They actually said no, we are not touching anything, or yeah, any glasses that you have, because they are not purchased from us. You didn't purchase it from us, and especially if they are branded, you know, because I was handing them the Oakley and the Versace, so they don't wanna touch it. They said if there will be a problem or there are some complications, then they have to pay for it, right? So they don't want to do this. And then actually I was by another dentist because I want to try a different dentist this time. I went to this Toothville Family Dental Clinic in Robinson's Lipa. I had teeth cleaning, or oral prophylaxis they call it. That's the dentist term. It cost me 2,000 pesos because she has to use a special tool for cleaning my teeth, because my gums, she said, are very sensitive. So, and then yeah, with some stains actually on the back on my molars, then she charged me additional 500 pesos for that. But I was happy about it because finally I'm able to see that my teeth are clean, you know, my mouth is clean as well, so it's very good. So next time when I go to the dentist, I will come back this November. So she said that I asked her about whether I can make a video for my YouTube vlog, and she said okay, no problem. So that's good. And then I went to the lawyer for some advice on property, but I will not discuss it because it's quite sensitive, okay? And I went to Watson because I had to buy something for my teeth, for my oral hygiene, as you call it. And then I went to Ace Hardware because I have to check some trays for our microgreen project, but they have trays, but it's too deep. We need the big trays, but it should be shallow. But the good thing about it is I was able to find really good soil from Rango, and then we can use it for this microgreen project. Guys, are you familiar with microgreens? Actually, microgreens, these are nutritious plants which actually you can harvest from 7 to 10 days, you know, and they said it's more powerful than the original plant, because for example you will eat carrots, the whole carrot, then this microgreen carrot you will only eat the leaves and the stem, and it's even more powerful. Okay, nice, right? So on the back side you will see a lot of coconut fruits. So Oliver and I, we decided that we will try this microgreens because yeah, since we are trying to stay vegan, so maybe, you know, it's worth it. And then we were shocked when we found that husband and wife in USA were able to make $10,000 a month just by selling microgreens, you know. So that's actually very good for them. And then last night I was busy on Facebook because I'm checking this microgreens, so I was able to find Microgreens Manila, but they are not updating their page, you know. So the last update was 2017. so I'm not sure whether they are still existing. So today I want to try send a message, you know, but nevertheless, it's not so important because there's a lot of videos on microgreens on YouTube. So I will just YouTube. So I will just check that out, you know. So I'm still feeling a little bit sick. So my nose is still running. I didn't have any lunch because I'm not able to get something vegan at the shopping malls. Actually, I've been to 2 shopping malls. So, oh, as well I went to Robinson because I have to change the battery of my iPhone. So because the battery is really down to 70%, so it's always shutting down. So I have to change the phone, the battery. So I asked this guy to change the old battery from Oliver's phone and the battery what I have, and he charged me 200 pesos. A little bit expensive, I must say. So now I'm here at the intersection to home. I think next time they already installed traffic lights here, so most probably next year they will have it operated. I'm waiting for my turn. I hope this guy will let me go in now. Okay. I tried sending message to my son and checking where he is, but I didn't get any response. So most probably he was still or he is still busy playing volleyball, because he's a varsity of his school, and now they are competing at the division level, district level. So I don't know whether it's in which school. Actually, I'm not sure because he said he has to check, you know. He was a little bit unhappy in the morning because he has to wear his jogging pants, you know, but I'm very sorry to say I forgot to wash it, you know, because Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday I was not really feeling well. So I thought that there's nothing important in the laundry bag, you know, so I didn't check it. It's actually my fault. And then he mentioned it to me last night, but I said okay, I don't worry, I will iron, you know, whatever you're gonna wear tomorrow, but for now I will just lay on bed because I'm still not feeling good. And then bingo, in the morning I was looking for the jogging pants and still in the laundry bag. So luckily he didn't say much, and I told him he has to wear his jeans instead of the jogging pants. So I hope that's okay, otherwise he will throw a fit. So now I'm passing Munting Pulo Elementary School. So I want to check if this old lady here is still selling some plants, you know, because now it's the time to plant some papaya, or you know, these fruit bearing trees, because it's been raining. But most probably not. I don't see that it's open. So it's closed. It's okay. I already planted 4 papaya trees, you know, and hopefully they will grow stronger and bigger, and hopefully they will bear really good fruits, because I wanna try making a pickled papaya, you know. So it has to be from our garden because I know it's not sprayed with insecticide or something. But today, actually, I wanna discuss because last time I uploaded a video about age gap relationship, right? So as you can remember, Oliver and I, we have actually 14 years age gap, right? So this time I wanna discuss about the struggles of our age gap relationship. You know what? So what are the advantages and disadvantages of having this big age gap? Actually, I consider this as big. You know, when it's just like 5 to 7 years, then I think it's okay. Normally, men should be a little bit older than ladies, right? That is in my opinion. I don't know what's your opinion, but that's my opinion. So for me, men should be a little bit older than ladies. So first, advantage of having an older, for me, okay, I'm talking about myself, of having an older husband is he had already a lot of life experiences to share, and he already experienced a lot. So therefore he view things differently, you know. He is old school. He is thinking straight, you know. Black is black and white is white, and when it comes to emotion, then it's getting a little bit gray, but most of the times it's always black and white. And with his vast experiences, and he knows how to deal with me. And sometimes he's saying like I'm acting like a baby, you know, because he said that it's just like childish behavior. So you know, when you're dealing with older men, then of course sometimes, you know, you hit the nerve, and then you make them upset, and it makes them think that you're just a crying baby, right? So when he will say something like this, then for sure I always just keep quiet, because somehow there's a truth in it. So, and then another advantage is that he has this mindset of thinking beyond in the future. So of course he can see the present, which is now, but as well he is checking what will happen in the future. Actually, he is preparing for the future, you know, what will happen to us, where we gonna stay, where we gonna grow old, you know, is it better if we will move to Germany, you know, what will be the implication for you and for your kids, something like that. So actually all the questions that I'm asking myself, he already asked himself, you know. And somehow, because he knows me, then he can already derive all the answers, you know. He just wanna hear all my answers, just to check whether it's actually what he's thinking or not. So basically he is just so prepared for life, you know. He's in a way I can say that we can call it like calculating and preparedness, you know. He's very prepared, and he's calculating all the risk. And what can I say? Another advantage is that for sure, I'm not sure about others, but it's just like 100% that you will have a secure life, because they are already preparing for this life, you know, for the present. So they are already looking forward to the future. So it means that what you are doing now, actually it's not so important, you know. You just have to live for the moment, because they are focused on the future. So And in that way I can say that yeah, older men, when it comes to the sense of advantage, that they are really can be classified as best partners. You know, you don't have to worry about the future, about you know, what will happen in the next 10 years, or when you are old, or when you retire. So you know, unless unforeseen things are happen, you know, I don't know, but basically I think they will have something like this as well, right? So that's all the three things I can say when it comes to advantage. And disadvantage will be like because you are planning everything, you know, from what will happen now in the future, you know, everything about it, then you somehow lost the essence of spontaneity. You know, you basically, I'm a very spontaneous person. I do what I would like to do at the moment, and actually I'm a bit of a risk taker, but because of him, he is so much into planning. And then okay, sometimes it's just like, yeah, you know, you have to follow the plans, and but yeah, I wanna just be a spontaneous, you know. So sometimes the excitement is not that I expected, because it's all carefully thought and well planned. It's not a bad thing, but somehow, you know, it minimized the excitement. Okay, so but yeah, okay. And then another disadvantage would be like because we are two different persons with a big age gap and two different backgrounds, so you know, we expect actually from ourselves that we have a lot of differences. And yeah, from the music, so it's quite different, the food we eat, okay. But now, because I have been associating myself with foreigners when I was working abroad, so actually I know how to deal with them, and I'm not choosy when it comes to food. You know, for me it's just like, okay, you don't want to eat this, and then I will just go with the flow, you know. So you don't eat this, and I will not eat this as well. You don't like Filipino foods, then okay, then we try the German way. But basically it's okay, so we have no problem with food. Socialization, that can be a little bit tricky, because he doesn't like to socialize that much. So but I'm talkative, you know, I like talking to people, especially older people, because I know they have a lot of stories to tell. So basically I like talking to people, you know, whether I know them or I don't know them, but I wanna speak to them, you know, when there are chances, right? I'm not that pushy. But yeah, when he said it's not for him, then it's not really for him. You cannot just push him. So sometimes it gets a little bit tricky. And when he doesn't want to socialize, then he will just stay at home. And that happened like several times when I have to go to my family, and he knows there will be a lot of people whom he doesn't know, then he will just stay at home. So for me, that is just a drawback, you know, because when I'm meeting his family, whether I like it or not, then I'm doing it, you know, because for me it what's make him happy. So you know, it's not every day we are visiting his family, you know, whether I'm in the mood or not. But I'm always trying to put on my happy face, because I don't want to disappoint him. So and what else? Basically I think only, you know, the belief about people and family, because how can I say, because yeah, of course he has a lot of experiences, right? And somehow he can already see what kind of person you are, and most often than not, it's like 90 to 90% correct, you know. So for me, it's just like, you know, he can say, okay, yeah, this person is good or blah blah blah. So but for me, it's not, because I believe that everybody is good. There's an innate goodness in every one of us. So I am not into judging people by the way they looks or the way they talks or something like this, you know, not really. So really not. So because I believe that everybody's good, and somehow that always put me in a very bad light, because in several instances I proved myself as well that I'm wrong, because believing that everything is good or everyone is good, actually it's not true. So, and then he will later say, yeah, I told you. So basically yeah, and when it comes to family, because he doesn't have this big family, right? And I have a little bit family, because I have 2 sisters, and my mother has like 5 siblings, so it's a little bit bigger family. And once in a while I like talking to them, you know, I like associating myself to them. But he doesn't. Yeah, actually he would like to. I think I have to correct myself in that. Actually, he would like to. Only the problem is language, because not everybody can speak English, although they can understand, right? But of course, they will not make the extra effort to speak English just to speak to him, right? Because for my family, I think, okay, like my sister, they will speak with him like 1 or 2 sentences, and then that's good, you know. So basically I think he is feeling being left out and alone. So that's why for him it's just like, okay, if it's not so much, you know, not really big, then I will just stay at home. Then for this I can totally understand him. I know how it feels when you're being left out, right? Because I had been to Germany a few times, and of course I felt left out, because like when he was with his family, you know, with the ex-wife and the kids, and they are all speaking German, and I'm the only one who is speaking English on the table. And then, you know, you felt left out, admit it or not, you know. So, and when he was talking to his parents, of course there will be a lot of German conversation, but at least his mother will always say something to me and his father, and he has to translate them to English, and then I can answer back. So, you know, so yeah, those are the advantages and disadvantages of having this age gap relationship, like 14 years like what we have. But guys, at the end of the day, I'm telling you, love matters. It's the most important thing, you know. The mere fact that you love that person, you trust that person, and then you will do everything for that person, and you are happy to be with that person, then it's okay. It doesn't matter whether you are struggling now because you are still finding how to work things out, or you already work things out, but there are sometimes you know, there are fights or arguments. It's okay. That makes life more exciting, you know. I think when everything is just smooth sailing for for example the last 5 years, then it will not be exciting, right? It will just be everything is the same. So it's just like, you know, when we are arguing with each other, and then, you know, he will not write me back, and then I just wait until, you know, he feels good about it, and then I know in the next 2 to 3 days, and I will get the message, and then it's all good, you know. Then we kiss and make up, and that's it. So no, age gap is not really important. So for me, it's just like love. For me, it's love, trust, and fidelity. Those are the 3 important things in a relationship, and that should be okay. So I'm very close to home now, most probably 2 more barangays and then I'm good, guys. But my phone is dying. So thank you so much, guys. Have a nice weekend. Weekend? No, weekday. Tomorrow is still Wednesday. Sorry. Thank you, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.